might only roll this morning for just a little bit because, you know, when you're gone for 2 weeks from live streaming, people fall out of habit of checking you out and seeing what's going on, and you don't have the nice little crowd of folks. So it's kind of loses its purpose if nobody's live on a live stream. It really does. So I'm just demonstrating as to why I'm going to chop all my hair off. You may have noticed yesterday I had it all slicked back. Yeah. I spent too many years with short hair, like nearly 20 years. And this isn't working. It's fun while it lasted, I guess. I don't like having to style my hair or any of that stuff. Like, I just want to clean myself and go on about my business. I styled it. I just pretty much always just ran my fingers through it or whatever. But you don't have to go to the other extreme. Yeah, I do. That's what I like. And I like extremes. Hey, good morning. There's actually somebody here this time. Somebody actually said hello, which means there may be a thumbs up this time. The last couple of videos that I did, which one of them had pretty good content, nobody was here for. It was the one, it was the first one. Well, actually, the words are not reality thing. That I thought was pretty good. And then I think there was another one. But anyway, I'm going to be limiting my time on these live streams and not doing the whole 35 or 45 minutes. So as I can live stream just as frequently, but limit the time so as to not fill it up with a bunch of pondering and brainstorming. Why waste my hotspot data on brainstorming when I can do that offline? That's at least what makes sense to me. So I'd like to give a couple of updates regarding this weekend and my plans. Specifically, like, I really am getting to the point where I'm thinking the only way that it's going to be healthy for me and everybody to understand my Patreon is it's not a store, it's not a venue, and it's not a special club. It's just a way for folk have a little bit more say, a little bit of the meritocracy situation, but more so in like, hey, you bought me, wages wise, you spent some money, and now I'll do 30 minutes of work, 2 hours of work. That work could be all kinds of different things. But anyway, I'm brainstorming. So this weekend, it's been I've delayed it too long, and I need to go ahead and do the kombucha. I've got the stuff. I just need to do it. I had a lot going on last weekend, as you all may know, a little birthday party, nephew. And then kombucha. I'm going to do it today because why wait? So that means it'll be this evening. And yeah. Quelque autre. That's the worst French pronunciation I've ever heard. Look at those outriggers. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Yeah, man, the hair is just... I was going to try and leave it the whole time, but it's just so much. It's just too much. And I hate hair in my face, hair on my forehead. I think it's a little PTSD. I'm using that term loosely, obviously, from when I was a kid. The pimple thing going on. Yeah. I'm just... When I get quiet, it's usually because I'm thinking about something that's really sad and frustrating and annoying, such as the sodomites on Kiora. But then there's, there are Christians that use Kiora too. Somebody likened Kiora to Reddit. The only difference, Reddit comes up in a good, healthy version of Google searches, but Kiora makes up a massive portion, and they have a partnership with Google. So I don't know. I'm almost up to $1. Almost to $1. And I was pointing out last night stream that 85 cents in like 7 days. I think more than somewhere between 4 and 6 hours into Kiora over the past week. If you ask me, that's a pretty good return on investment compared to laying in a ditch. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. I could lay in a ditch and somebody could throw $1 at me, and that could happen in a matter of 30 minutes. And that could happen. I think that asking questions on Kiora might have been a little more fun than laying in a ditch or standing on the side of the road begging for money, which I don't think that I'll ever be that guy. It's just, I don't think I'd rather just starve to death and die. Pretty sure. I know the whole wife and kids thing. I just, I don't know. I'd help them out and do, all of that is nonsense talk. Speaking of nonsense, I hope you guys are watching Francis Schaeffer, because I deeply, emphatically, strongly recommend for you to watch Francis Schaeffer. Because why not? That's not the reason. It's because he got really good stuff, guys. It's really gonna help. It's not like red pilling per se. It's just gonna make you go, oh, wow, I understand this stuff now from a lot deeper context. Thank you. That's great. Side comment, I just wanted to share this as well. There's 2 people here. There is one person, and I really don't believe it's my wife, because not right now at least. And I'd love her to correct me if I was wrong, but there's one person that has been consistently watching my videos, but never saying anything. It's either YouTube playing a trick or something else. And and it's somebody that's consistently not saying anything. Consistently. So that's interesting. It's not interesting at all. It's just, what's the word? I don't know. It makes me think or wondering. I'm not going to say wonderful because that's weird, but full of wonder. It's different, right? Say wonderful, and you're like, oh, wow, that's great. You say full of wonder, and you're like, oh, interesting. I know. It's back to the word interesting. So, yeah. There's all that. Kombucha, black tea, sugar, kombucha starter, and the process. And I'm going to use a Korean ongi to do the fermentation because pretty much it's the largest non-plastic, non-metallic vessel that I have. And that's that. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yeah, this other person, because right now YouTube's telling me there's 2 people. And I'm assuming I know the one based on the comment that was left. Good old Larry King, like that. I'm a good old Devin Jump. But then there's only 1 thumbs up, but there's supposedly 2 people here. This person refuses to thumbs up. They refuse to comment. They just want to sit there and watch me spiral. Watch me lose my mind. As if I had it to begin with. To the whole begin with. What? I think I'm done this morning. I don't really have any other updates or thoughts. I have thoughts, thinking all of the time, just the ones that are worth hearing. I'm selective. I am. I don't know. INTJs want to convince people about things. It's part of their struggle in life is they always have thoughts and ideas, and they want to convince everybody else to think like they do. Seriously. But then on the other hand, I don't know. That's all I got this morning. And like I said, I've got to preserve my stuff. And you guys got the links in the description. There are different options. $1 and whatever. You know, there's PayPal too. I don't know what Patreon. Well, I guess I do. They either take 3% or 5%. I can't remember exactly because I signed up before they changed their thing. So I'll find out once stuff starts coming through. But anyway. Oh, here's an update. It's kind of cool. Ronald Jinkies is also on Patreon, and he deserves it. I've been telling that guy to monetize himself somehow, some way for years. That guy deserves it. He really does. He's just a musician that actually is just a musician without being a politic or tick. Politic. Mini tick. That's interesting. Mini tick. I know tick has some meaning. I don't actually know the root word and what tick means. Poly meaning many. Tick, 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 tick. Many thoughts, many ideas. I'm just guessing. I don't know what tick stands for, but it's kind of funny to call somebody a tick. But anyway, Ronald Jinkies totally deserves to make money. He's got like 20 or 30 Patreons so far, and he just started yesterday. He deserves hundreds and thousands of people. Not 100,000 per se, but he deserves it. He's a great guy, and I don't know anything about him. I'm just kidding. Now, I've been watching Ronald Jinkies on YouTube for a long time, since like 06, 08, 07. I think it was a long time ago. Whatever it was pretty much the beginning of his stuff. It was during his first album. Pretty sure. And yeah, now he has a Patreon, so you support him too. He's a legendary musician. And then, you know, it'd be cool to just have $100 to just go on a little spree. Because there's a couple, there's like sustainable farmers on Patreon. There's all kinds of people on there. It'd be fun to just take $1,000 or $100 monthly, that you just had, and redistribute it to these different folks, just to show support, because the numbers matter too. It's not just the amount that matters; it's just the number. Somebody goes to my Patreon, they're like, "Oh wow, this guy has the support of 2 people. That's wow." I guess it is obviously better than 0, obviously, but it's not about the money amount. It is about the numbers too, but it's not about the numbers because it's all meaningless, and at the same time beneficial. What doesn't make any sense? I know. All right, if I keep going, it'll just be even further nonsense. Go watch, read the Bible, but as you're reading the Bible, go watch Francis Schaeffer. It's all free on YouTube or Amazon Prime. But Francis Schaeffer, I can't even remember the title. It's How Then Shall We Live, I think. His 10-part series. Just watch them, and your eyes will explode. Tears of happiness and joy. But that's it. No harm will come to your eyes. Just tears of happiness and joy. And yeah.